Good morning, good morning, good morning. Carol Davis here with a spot of sunshine just for you. Yay. So today we're going to continue, actually kind of really get started on Changeless Change. Yesterday I read the introduction, and before that I read a poem. But now we get down to the meat of it. This first page is really kind of explains, I think, why I call it Changeless Change. So before I get started, though, I want to put out there again that I'm trying to decide what to do about this little group at 10 o'clock, okay? So please, please, please send me your feedback. You know, all the time I hear people that tell me they love watching this, but they never let me know they're watching it. So it always feels like nobody's here. Now, maybe somebody's watching it on the replay. That's okay. You can tell me that too. Or you're watching it on YouTube. All these 173, 175, whatever, broadcasts so far are on YouTube. So you can check them out there. But what I want to say is the reason I started this is because it was a very, very dark and gloomy time. You know, the COVID, the pandemic had just started. Nobody knew what was going on with that. And we had a lot of racial strife, which I don't know why it's not still going on, but it is. Anyways, I mean, we had a lot of violence. It was just a lot of darkness. Racial equality is a big deal to me, but I'm not going to go into that in this broadcast. This is just my reading. But, okay, me back up. What I want to hear from you guys is, what should I do instead? Should I keep reading past the pandemic? I don't think so, because I would have to find some different material, but I could do something, or maybe I should change the time, or I could just do YouTube broadcasts. Or I could just get on for 5 minutes every day and be stupid and tell jokes. I would love your input because I would love to keep doing something, but I just don't know what. I don't want to keep reading at 10 o'clock. This was a special project for the pandemic, and it's almost over. You with me? Good. So, here we go. Changeless change. Life is a circle. We are born, we feel joy, we feel pain, we die. That is a full circle of life. Imagine. Fall, winter, spring, and summer. Year after year after year for eternity. Seasons change within the circle, but each season may differ from year to year, yet the order of the season never changes. Hence, changeless change. See, we just keep going back and around and around and around. Spring, summer, fall, winter. Spring, summer, fall, winter. That never changes, but what happens within each season, year after year, does change. I made that up myself. What do you think? Okay, changeless change. Here we go. All of life is a series of circles within the big life circle. I like circles because understanding them helps me identify my growth and helps me heal. Even when working with another person, whether a professional or a friend, I sometimes find it difficult to see change within myself. But identifying my changes when my life feels the same day after day helps build my self-esteem. It is important to be able to say, hey, look at me. I'm changing. Now, I can look back from 40 years ago. No, I've changed a lot. But, you know, from day to day, it's hard. So I look at everything in circles, kind of. Like this chapter I call the Circle of Pain. Here we go. Circle of Pain, see? Goes. We each have our own personal circle made up of our personality, how we function, what we believe, how we act and react. In what I call my circle of pain, I can see the process I go through to get away from hurting. Without the symbol of the circle, I too easily think I am running the same old patterns. However, within the circle image, I can clearly see I don't stay in the negative phases as long as I once did, and I do stay in the positive phases longer. I literally draw this pattern out in a circle so I can see the change. You know, you can do like a pie and say, oh, my negativity used to be 3/4 of the pie. Now it's only 1/4. Oh, and then it was only half of the pie. Now it's a thin slice of the pie and the rest of the pie is positive. Isn't that cool? I think so. So the ever-constant order of the seasons that still allows for change shows us there are lessons to be learned by observing nature. The answers to all life's problems are in nature, by the way, if you pay attention. Is a tree that has let go of its leaves in the autumn of life, or the one standing barren in the winter of life, any less of a tree than the one in full bloom in the spring of life, or one offering shade and a cool respite in the summer of life? Now, there's a hidden message there. It's like, why can't all people agree? It's like, see, we don't make fun of the differences in nature, but somehow humans, we have this worldwide thing that white is right, and that white people are just at the top of the something, and then the white male is like supreme father or something. Why? We're equal, and that's what it's trying to say here. Let me read equality. Let me read this one more time before I move on about equality. All of life, even though it's different, it's the same. See? Changeless change. The ever constant order of the seasons that still allows for change shows us there are lessons to be learned by observing nature. Okay, pay attention. Is a tree that has let go of its leaves in the autumn of life, or the one standing barren in the winter of life, any less of a tree than the one still in full bloom in the spring of life, or the one offering shade and cool respite in the summer of life? Chew on that. And then moving on. On my journey from darkness to light, the first place I began to see hope was in nature. Hi, Terry. Hi, Kim. Thanks for being here. Gets lonely. When closely observing patterns in nature, I could plainly see answers to challenges and obstacles in my life. Answers to my problems in nature? Are you kidding me? Seriously, I really do love studying nature for clarity when I have questions about life. Questions like, which way is really correct? There are as many answers as there are people, it seems. Different cultures, many colors, people unlike me. How come they? Why can't I? Why don't they? Which way is correct? Which way is correct? Well, guess what? We're going to leave it there because it's been 7 minutes. I don't like to go on after 7 minutes, even though I do sometime, and I probably will right now. So, I hope you guys, let me just say again what I said in the beginning. You might have missed, Terry. I'm looking for ideas. I'm not going to do this forever. I can do the Spot of Sunshine forever, but I'm not going to read these books every day. I want to do something different at a different time. When the pandemic's over, I'm thinking, I'm going to set a date of June 15th, and I'm going to terminate this program, I think. But I can do still something every day. I can do a positive, uplifting thing. I can do it at a different time. But just tell me some ideas. I'm trying to get things moving up here. And, of course, I'm praying for divine inspiration. Thank you so much for being here.